Hi, Wiki Dave here. This is a follow-up video to my earlier one about my reasons for not putting up full Thai or advanced tutorials online. I'm following up not because of any difference with my opinion on my policy, but because of an email containing a perception that I wasn't expecting. This wasn't a nastily put email. It was actually very polite, but the assumptions in it did kind of shock me a little. I'll be replying to that mail directly, but I wanted to explore a wider point here. I want to quote it exactly so that you'll understand what I'm driving at. Quote, "Withholding your expertise about safety, proper techniques, circulation monitoring, potential nerve damage, and so forth does not necessarily prevent a determinedly unwary person from causing it." End quote. Okay, so I would totally agree with that, which is why I was first kind of upset by this assumption, and then, frankly, I felt a little sad about it, and I wondered how many others might have jumped to the same conclusion. I have, I think it's fair to say, shared my knowledge such as it is on all aspects of safety freely and without charge for years. This is where I was surprised by the assumption that in having done all of that and been contacted by somebody who says they like your work and so forth, and has presumably therefore looked at it, has come to the conclusion that I don't share any other information, specifically that I don't share safety or anatomical information, even though that's not the case. The conclusion has been drawn just from this video. This specific instance leads me onto the subject of misinterpreting or missing what's really being said when information is presented. It's almost like misinformation being manufactured from information. I was very careful in my original video to say tutorials for full Thais. The only exception I think I've ever made to that was the Nimuri Shibari or the Sleepy Thai, a tutorial available on my website. I want to emphasize that saying I don't do X does not imply automatically that I do not do Y. In this instance, I don't share full Thai tutorials publicly does not imply that I withhold other types of information on other aspects of rope bondage. I hope it's demonstrably clear from my work that safety is a serious concern and one that I've never been shy of contributing on. The point I want to make from all this is the danger of easy assumptions. I'm sure that we all make assumptions at times, but some can actually cause problems less easily addressed than this one. An unfounded assumption or false implication can lead you to believe you know things that you don't. And I think it's pretty obvious that this could cause problems for people learning bondage. The information imparted to you, by whatever means, is only the information imparted. I don't share full Thai videos does not imply that I withhold any other information. I tell you that a Thai is excellent at one thing doesn't imply it's bad at everything else. Yes, you can definitely draw some conclusions, but those conclusions must be reasonable and founded on the information that you have, and not information that you assume you have. I think one of the most useful examples of this are Thais that, while looking very similar in different instances, nevertheless require different tying, different considerations, different emphasis, and different details of construction that are not immediately obvious to an inexperienced eye. Basically, be careful and subject the information you're encountering to some logical processing. What's been said? What has not? What conclusions can you draw from the information, and what is it not safe to assume? What is not implied and not implicit? I hope that's in some way helpful. Thanks for listening, and while you're here, why not visit my sites, which are linked in the description box below, and check out the 5 years plus worth of articles and information made available for free there. Cheers.